This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yay! And let lime take care of me. We're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Shopping, chilling, everything.
Get happy with Barbados' largest and fastest 4G network. Activate any Lime prepaid or postpaid mobile plan today.
This is the Barbados Today morning update. I'm Dawn Paris. Hope you had a great weekend and thanks for joining us on this Monday, October 27th, 2014. We begin with news that the National Union of Public Workers is giving the Board of Management of the Barbados Community College an ultimatum. Meet this week with the union to settle issues surrounding new contracts for part-time tutors or else. General Secretary Dennis Clark has hinted that the union could ask those tutors to withdraw their labor.
We know that the part-time tutors represent a significant number within the institution, and if their labor is withdrawn, it will severely cripple the college, and we don't want to do that. But they are forcing us to do that because they have a lot of outstanding matters. One, they owe the staff increase in pay going back to 2009, and they have not done anything about it. Two, the workers start to work, they owe the workers monies for working from August. They have not paid them since August, and they're trying to blackmail them into signing a contract in order for them to get the money from August.
Clark was speaking to Barbados Today last night after meeting with the tutors at NUPW headquarters. The BCC has set the week of November 3rd to meet with the union, but Clark says that's just too late.
I don't know if they're deliberately pushing back meeting with NUPW into next week when they feel that I am no longer at the union after Friday. But what they feel on, I'm just simply on 4 months leave. And therefore, with the permission of my council, I can deal with them for a number of the next 4 months. So they can run, but they can't hide. They can got to deal with us on these issues, and we want a swift meeting to deal with this man. Next week is too long, way too long. And if I don't, I will contact BCC tomorrow. And if I don't get any positive response from BCC about a meeting this week, because I know they can say they got to contact the chairman and board, and they can take this length of time, etc. Well, let me tell you something. This is an emergency, and the chairman and the board have got to find time to meet with us, or else we will got to look at a different direction in which to handle these matters.
Still on the labour front, the Barbados Workers Union and management of Banks Holdings Limited will resume talks today in an effort to resolve the issues that led to a crippling work stoppage last Friday. More than 3/4 of the group's 580 employees walked off the job over a number of unspecified grievances. It cost the company hundreds of thousands of dollars. They went back to work after the union and company met, and they'll remain on the job pending the outcome of the talks. The Barbados Labour Party is willing to work with government on an Ebola strategy. Opposition leader Mia Motley says, following a briefing with Minister of Health John Boyce recently, the opposition agreed there would be no divide on this serious issue.
There is simply no time to develop a response for Ebola if there is even a suspicion of it. Not a case, a suspicion of it in this country. And therefore, accordingly, I will be writing the Prime Minister to offer the services of the Barbados Labour Party, because it is not a health issue. It is a national issue cutting across numerous sectors. And there is nothing that we will do that will ever compromise the health and life of the people of this nation.
One social activist is rallying against the construction of a Hyatt hotel in the Browns Beach area. David Commichon is warning that ordinary Barbadians will be robbed of one of the best beaches in the Caribbean if the hotel goes up there. Last week, Minister of Tourism Richard Zilli announced that two 12-story Hyatt towers will be constructed on the site of the Old Harbour Police Station and Detco Motors on Lower Bay Street. Work will begin in the first quarter of next year. But speaking at the University of Independence Square family gathering over the weekend, Commichon said any such plans should be strongly resisted. He says Browns Beach should be left for Bajans and should not become just the playground of the wealthy. The Barbados economy comes under the microscope today. Finance Minister Chris Sinclair will host a press conference this morning amid anticipation about the budget he will deliver later this year and concerns about whether it will include more taxes. It also comes a few days after the central bank governor issued a statement on the country's economic performance but did not hold a media conference. We continue with sports. In cricket, Wildy will be back in the elite division next season after crushing Police over the weekend to win the Barbados Cricket Association's First Division Championship. They took the title when they defeated Police by 7 wickets in 2 days at the Weymouth grounds. Not so good news for Lyme, who will be demoted to the intermediate division competition after ending in 9th position, 1 spot ahead of Guardian General Barbados Youth, who are exempt from demotion.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
The Barbados Food and Wine and Rum Festival, November 20th to 23rd. Taste the culinary delights of top local and international chefs like Marcus Samuelson, Anne Burrell, Tyler Florence, Roger Mooking, Michael Hines, Dane Sadler, Daphne's Restaurant, and more. The Barbados Food and Wine and Rum Festival, 5th edition, November 20th to 23rd. Visit foodwinerum.com or contact Premier Event Services Inc. at 435-0670. Get your tickets now at Wine World or Ticket.
Turning to the region now, Trinidad and Tobago's health minister wants people who claim to have remedies for illnesses such as Ebola to be prosecuted. Dr. Fuad Khan's call comes on the heels of a self-proclaimed herbalist saying he'd found the cure for the disease that has killed nearly 5,000 people in West Africa. Dr. Khan says the Director of Public Prosecutions has already been written on that case and he wants serious action taken against the man. He's Trevor Sayers, who says the cure includes lime, honey, bay leaf, Christmas bush, ashes, and charcoal. Meantime, a nurse placed under mandatory quarantine in New Jersey has criticized what she called a knee-jerk reaction by politicians to Ebola, saying to quarantine someone without more thought is just preposterous. Casey Hickox, who's an epidemiologist who was working to help treat Ebola patients in Sierra Leone, has tested negative twice for Ebola, and she says she doesn't have any symptoms. She says her quarantine is extreme, and she feels like her basic human rights have been violated.
All of the evidence about Ebola shows that if you are not symptomatic, you are not infectious. It's really inhumane. I just came back from one of the most difficult months of my life, and I am completely asymptomatic. And no one knows, no one can predict if I will develop Ebola or not in the next 21 days. And most aid workers who come back will not develop Ebola. So to quarantine everyone in case, when you cannot predict who may develop Ebola or not, and to make me stay for 21 days, to not be with my family, to put me through this emotional and physical stress is completely unacceptable.
And that's where we end our morning Barbados Today update. We'll be back again this afternoon. But remember, you don't have to wait until then to get the latest news and sports. Just log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals, on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, and on Channel 101 online TV. So many ways to get your news and sports. I'm Don Paris. Enjoy your day, and don't forget to tune in to our afternoon update.
This news update is brought to you by
I'm happy. Now I'm gonna take my time. I'm happy. Enjoying myself with lime. I'm happy. Escape from reality. Yeah. And let lime take care of me. Whoa, whoa, we're just happy and smiling, doing almost anything, having fun and just living. Whoa, whoa, shopping, chilling, everything, with my friends and enjoying, feeling happy once again. When we having fun, you don't know I like it, you don't know how I like it, feeling happy, all of we as one. You don't know how I like it, you don't know how